Welcome back once again, and of course, as we are almost in the second week of the Holy Month, very keen on monitoring the values and the virtues of Ramadan and how the moralities of people and the good feelings and vibes and spiritualities in the Holy Month, during the Holy Month. Mainly, very important, those are the mainstreams of Ramadan, or the most important pillars. But the role of media also is very important. It is in the sense that it is strengthening the social dimensions and community development. Very delighted to be having with us Dr. Sara Khater, and she's a professor at of media at Cairo University. Good morning, Dr. Sara.
Good morning to you.
So, how exactly does Ramadan reshape our social responsibility and the moralities of people and the spiritual relationships between humans in general?
Well, I think it's this time of the year when we try to let go of what makes us busy during the whole year and try to get together as families, as friends. So it's a beautiful time that we all wait for, actually. Yes.
So how can media play an active role? It's very important. We are supposed to play an active role. But we're talking about media that is like the advertisement, like the drama, like the other media that is not news, but it is media at the same time. How important is it to set principles and reshape the values and moralities of the new generation, for example?
Well, I think it's an opportunity for the media. Ramadan is very inspiring, so we can have a lot of inspiring ideas in programs, in dramas, in soap operas, in like you mentioned, advertising campaigns, and it's an opportunity for media professionals to get closer to young people and try to talk to them through their media of selection or their preferred genre of media, like social media, for example, and to make the traditional media more attractive to them, I think. Yes.
You are a professor of mass comm at Cairo University, and Cairo University is one of the oldest and very powerful, and it has one of the top ranks amongst universities. Yes. What are the main pillars for a good advertisement? There are rules,
of course.
If you would like to talk about it, and how could it be implemented during occasional times like Christmas time and Ramadan, and during
and seasonal advertising. Yes. Well, actually, this is my specialization. So when it comes to a good advertising, we have to mingle both science and creativity at the same time. You have to stick to some rules, and sometimes you have to let go of these rules. My point of view is that a good ad should be well targeted to its audiences, and at the same time should have this kind of inspiring nature, good symbols, role models, because at the end of the day, you as a media, you are helping shape a lot of ideas. You are helping the young people see a better future. So there should be this kind of positive symbolism in advertising, as well as in other media formats, of course.
Of course. Yes. How did you assess the campaigns, the media campaigns for several things during the Holy Month? And how do you assess the media, the Holy Month media, as a general idea?
Well, till now, I think there are good and positive attempts. And regarding advertising campaigns, there are a few positive examples, but again, we have very good trials on the level of dramas, on the level of advertising campaigns. And I think by the end of this month, we will see a major development. Yes.
Of course. So there is also drama, and there are segments, there are sitcoms, and there are lots of other pieces of work, dramatic pieces of work that are usually like amongst the settings of dramatic settings of the media in Ramadan. Yes. So do you think that the drama is reflecting a good image of the community and the society, and how important is it for the drama? What is the role of drama in general?
Well, this is a very good question. My answer is not all the time. It's not all the time reflecting the actual Egyptian society. And I think this is a very important thing to highlight, because dramas, it has to be inspiring to people. It has to provide them with positive examples. And it has to be from their lives, close to their lives, close to their hearts. It shouldn't be far from what they feel and what they live every day through their daily routines. So I think we have some good examples right now, but we need to work more on that.
Right. Okay. We're talking also about the talk shows. There are talk shows. It's around the whole year.
Of course.
Usually talk shows goes according the rulings of any talk show is being defined by the presenter. I mean the character of the presenter and the topics, of course. But there are rules, general rules for media for every talk show. How do you assess the talk shows?
Well, I think the talk shows in Ramadan, they're not very apparent this year. So I think it needs more working on it. And a good talk show, it has to be well targeted as well. When we talk about targeting, we're not just talking about advertising campaigns. All media formats and all media professionals should know how to target a specific segment of the society. And I think by being focused on a specific target audience, we can have more developed talk shows and a better, what can we say? We can encourage young people actually to participate in them too.
Besides the that it's any talk show or any media of work supposed to be objective and not subjective, the 5 W's and all this. But at the same time, there are some things that, with the advent of social media, that might come in the way and might act as pressure over the presenter, like the ratings, like to add some sensational media so that he can get more views and all that.
Trends are a challenge. Trends.
Yes, and trends at the same time. Usually trends is not supposed to be on TV, but at the same time, is that wrong? How is that supposed to be operated over on TV?
Well, I think trends are always challenging. Social media trends, sometimes they can govern a presenter's way of presenting the show on TV. Social media pressure can do so. So I think, yes, it's challenging to provide something that's both has a positive value for the society and at the same time entertaining for the audiences. I don't see any contradiction between providing both sides at the same time. But at the same time, it's a challenge to provide both or to balance both entertainment or giving or providing an attractive content and at the same time preserving the social and positive values of the society.
Right. Usually, during the seasons like Christmas, like Ramadan, like any other occasion, there are media narratives that are calling for civil work, like charity, like volunteering, and civic engagement, and all that. In the United States and in the West, there is the Salvation Army, and they are launching campaigns on the street, on the ground. But over here, there are very, very successful governmental campaigns for charity, for volunteering, and they have done a lot of work on the ground. And there is very important civil society organizations that are working also. How do you assess the media campaigns for those types of civil work?
They're more active during Ramadan, and it's better, of course, because this is the month when people are more eager to provide money for charity. So I think we are witnessing several campaigns that are actually trying to get people's attention. And I think that this should be focused on more in the future, specifically in seasons like Ramadan, as you just mentioned. But it has to be always developed in the techniques of the campaign itself. It has to update itself.
Right. From your own perspective, how can Ramadan support national goals and usually national goals like the civil society, like solidarity,
yes.
like some notions and awareness of things, national awareness about some truths or something, through Ramadan and through the holy month. What type of campaigns should be done, and how do you assess them?
Well, I think it's an opportunity to support national goals during Ramadan, because there's no contradiction between Ramadan values and supporting national goals. When we talk about charity, when we talk about a better future for people, how to sustain a better level of living for everyone, how to help everyone who needs help, I think this all aligns with the main values of Ramadan. So it's a great opportunity, and it should be used well in order to maybe produce campaigns that focus on, like you said, charity work. Awareness is very important as well. And all of this can have a good place in Ramadan, because this is the time when people focus on media more than the rest of the year.
Do you think that people are focusing on TV and media on TV much more than on social media during the holy month and during the vacations and seasonal, occasions?
Well, I'm not very much aware of the polls if they're watching more TV than social media, but I think it needs research. But I think, in my point of view, I think they watch TV more during Ramadan. Yes, it's a kind of what can we say? It's a group tradition, Egyptian tradition, that all of us can watch TV in Ramadan together. So I think this habit will last, even if social media platforms are extremely popular.
With the advent of social media and new inspirations and new ideas, some of them are wrong and some of them are right, but at the same time, this is how it's working by 2026. Yes. Right now, the time we're living in. The role models now become very different. Not the typical stereotyped role models which were perfect. Now they use digital creators, they use young actors, probably not the best character or the right influence. They use influencers. Probably those people are not the right people, but they are very popular.
Yes, true.
How do you assess this, and what is the implication of using popular people, the wrong popular people, as influencers? And it happens in the West also.
Of course, yes. This is a great challenge that the whole world is going through. We're not just talking about influencers. Influencers are the update of opinion leaders. We had in the past what we call opinion leaders. Now we have influencers. And now let me just say that we don't just have human influencers. We have AI influencers as well. So yes, this is a big challenge, and I think the only skill that can help our young generations face such a challenge is digital literacy skills. When we make them aware, when you educate them about the possibility of having an influencer who's not even a human, I think they can deal better with such technologies.
So you prefer that we might use, for example, cartoons, certain cartoon characters for different advertisements, or you are against it?
Well, it depends on the context on which they're being used in.
Not really cartoon, but AI characters.
AI characters. Well, positive use of AI is not harmful, I think. It's just a technology at the end of the day.
But does it boost credibility? I mean, don't you think that it lacks credibility somehow?
Well, if we have an educated young generation, they will know that it's AI for sure, and at the same time they will have fun watching it. So this is why I'm stressing the importance of having digital literacy skills, because if they don't know that they're watching a fabricated video or an AI video, then we have a big problem. Yes, a big problem with credibility, a big problem with their perception of such a video.
Right. The reason I'm asking that question is that during the seasonally vacation, or the occasions like Christmas and Ramadan and all the occasions, normally the media is focusing on ethical broadcast and cultural values and moralities and all that. That is very much true. That's very good.
Yes.
That is the usual case. But at the same time, they should cope with the momentum. The new generations, the way they receive information is not like the older ones.
True.
And that's why they have to be inspired by much better ideas and different role models.
Yes.
And
True.
this is very difficult. And that's why the choice of ideas, like using AI to teach the teenagers moralities, should be good. But the content has to be very smart.
Well, yes, and it has to be smart and attractive at the same time, because we're talking about the younger generations. They're not, just like you said, it's not the old days anymore. We have a different context. A different context even for role models, a different context for influencers and opinion leaders. It's a very volatile environment right now. So I think they have to be provided with the skills they need in order to be able to assess the good content, assess positive content, and be able at the same time to enjoy watching such content. So I think by maintaining this balance, we can help give our younger generations the tools they need for the future, and at the same time protect them from their harmful effects.
Of course. Do you think that the works of drama, the modern works of drama, should work according to the regular, very strict rules of parental discretion and ratings and under 18 and all this, or should we, at a time where everything is open to our kids and daughters and everything, it should be open without any ratings, but at the same time should deliver an idea? I mean, which type are you with? The modern way or the very conservative? Should we remain conservative?
I think we need a mix of both. I think dramas specifically, they have to deliver a message. If dramas don't deliver a message, then there's no point. That's number one. Number two, I think being very conservative is not an adequate way to deal with the modern media, with modern day media. As you mentioned, younger generations have their mobile phones in their hands all the time. So how can I ensure that they do not get exposed to the same content that I'm preventing on TV, but on their cell phones?
Right.
So there has to be some kind of flexibility. Freedom of innovation, of course, is very much supported, and it's very important. And at the same time, we need to have like a general framework. A general framework that helps people to be innovative and creative and provide whatever ideas through different media and deliver messages and positive messages, of course. And at the same time, this kind of flexibility will help our younger generations be more accustomed to such developments, fast developments in media.
In other words, what exact ethical guidelines should govern occasions like Ramadan and Christmas and the religious occasions, at the same time attract the viewer?
Well, ethical guidelines...
How can we keep this balance?
It's a challenge, but I think we have to educate our younger generations first that such ethical guidelines should come from within. If the ethical side comes from within the audiences, I think they will actually, maybe they will set their own rules for different media. They will set their own rules for dramas. And at the same time, this will provide media professionals and drama makers the opportunity to be innovative and at the same time stick with the ethical guidelines of their audiences.
At this note, we'd like to thank you, Dr. Sara Khater, Professor of Mass Comm at Cairo University. Thank you so much. May you have the most blessed and merciful holy month.
You too.
Thank you so much for coming. It was a real pleasure. We're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the breakfast show, so stay with us.